What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. Sorry I'm a little bit late. This Tamar stuff is a lot. It's a lot of clips. It's a lot of everything. So, but I'm the only place on the internet where you will see this. So, hit that like button as the intro plays because we're about to get into something.
Make it make sense.
Person I follow, what is it called? Make It Make Sense. There's a little guy, Make It Make Sense.
Are you being nice
Well,
tonight?
a great media outlet, make that make sense. Okay. Shout out to Mr. Make It Make Sense.
Make it make sense. You know what was up.
Big moves. Surfer. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you see. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Yo, look at your man French Montana's feet.
Hell, stop, bro.
Hey, yo, dog, you got some pretty feet, man. Hey, yo, pause, but your feet are pretty as a mother, but you got like...
Okay. Y'all, this was not even the story I was going to run. I have been sitting on this proof for at least maybe like a week now, but I was going to run a Diddy story, and I'm just waiting for the attorney to kind of glance over before I put that out. The Diddy story is crazy. It is exclusive. It is insane. And it involves a freak off. But anyway, y'all, let's get to Chrisean. So if you don't remember, Chrisean had a couple issues with Tamar. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. You've been working, my friend. Happy Friday. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in and always supporting the channel. Hit that like button, y'all. Again, this is exclusive. So just a reminder for people who don't know, there was a big skirmish allegedly at Tamar's concert. I ran the story. Here's just a little reminder. Best friend literally is like the male. I don't know the back of your mind.
Drunk with 1,000 people, smelling like weed, looking dumb. Okay, and so she makes music. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? And apparently she wanted to drop a beat. So she
new to the channel, subscribe. We do breakdowns around here.
Y'all see the video. She was up there, a drunk fool. Okay,
not the pop. I'm ridiculous. I hate watching myself.
Now she Cardi took your man upset because she didn't get to perform. So again, y'all saw her show her dumb ass during Love and War. She ruined the song. She ruined the concert. She ruined the moment. So then she go backstage.
Chrisean does like to twerk. Y'all, Tamar is not the first to do a lot. She's very, very young, but her behavior.
Work they behind off to make this tour amazing. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have a lot of help. So never will I ever let anyone get away coming to anything that anybody I know and care about plan and work hard for and assault them, and I'm letting it go. So I want everybody to let Chrisean know, Croissant, whoever she is and whatever she does, I'm coming for every coin she has. And y'all know.
Not croissant with the ring. Okay, so anyway, that's, if you don't remember, that's what happened. He came on live. He blew the internet up. Nobody, I mean, people know who he is, but technically he was like a friend of Tamar's. Nobody really knew to the extent that he helped Tamar put this tour together. Y'all remember this. So Chrisean does have a very big fan base. Chrisean's fan base is huge. The fan base did not believe what happened. So just an idea, a big setup or the truth, the love and war against Chrisean Rock. The internet said, stop lying and wipe those crocodile tears, Tamar. Mr. L. Davis and James Chanel are facing a lot of criticism from the internet because of the Chrisean Rock altercation. Some are saying it's just like an online trial with the way they take turns speaking out. Most people are wondering why. If this is so serious, there's no public police report. Mr. L. Davis responded saying there was a police report filed, but the authorities did not file a charge. then we went on to James' actual live where he started asking for money because he's out of money. Y'all remember that? Then we had more parts of the saga. But again, people are not believing the basis. The basis would be, you know, why is James doing videos? Why is James asking for money, not showing his face? The police weren't called. Chrisean even said, you know, why am I not in jail? The police weren't called, all this kind of stuff, right? We're going to get to the proof and we're going to break it all down. But I'm just reminding people because sometimes I forget that not everybody tunes into all of this. So they don't really technically know. But here you go.
So she come to Tamar concert and somebody that chipped somebody's tooth and somebody that busted somebody's nose and somebody that busted somebody's lip open. I'm not going to apologize for calling that out. I'm not going to wait for that to happen to somebody else. And then everybody want to go public like, well, you know, she beat up James at the concert 8 years ago. And everybody like, well, why don't nobody say nothing? Y'all continue to allow this to happen. So that's that. Again, it's not a bash party. I'm never here to bash nobody or throw anybody under the bus, but I did want to say that it's been a lot of comments about that in particular. So that is all that I wanted to say.
Chrisean fans actually allegedly showed up to his house. Then you had Tamar coming in, and Tamar did this really weird, tearful apology where she not only apologized to James for what happened to him, but she also apologized to Chrisean. And this was before her and Chrisean really kind of fell out. And it was extremely weird to me. And I was actually disappointed in Tamar for the way she chose to embrace Chrisean in that situation. And it almost felt like she was protecting Chrisean. And for me, if your best friend has been assaulted, it's weird to apologize to the person who assaulted them. That's not to say anything against Chrisean Rock fans. It's just to say for Tamar, I was disappointed in that because what are you doing? LaTroy is in your corner. He helped put together your tour. You didn't even have a tour when Vince, your actual husband, was managing you. He helped you do this. He chose to speak out like a friend would, and you basically turned on him. But then when we get to the Tommi Lee saga, which we'll talk about, she was there and ready to go.
Do you want to do this?
Do you?
She was ready to go, y'all. So the apology was weird. And there are still people who are saying that James made it up. James not only did that live, he also did this with two girls that he claimed to be his daughters. Shout out to Come Get This Commentary on Instagram. Somebody wanted to know where sometimes I get my clips from. It's Come Get This Commentary on Instagram. But this is the daughters and James. And I don't know if this is a Mercedes or a Rolls Royce because they have the starry sky. But if it's the Rolls Royce and he's asking for super chats because he missed work, anyway, but he said these were his daughters. And this was even a weirder part to the story because, you know, he has daughters and it was weird. I'll show you.
Oh, see, there's nothing wrong with his face. First of all, so we can get out. Now what? Because we want to fight. It's nothing wrong with the face. You gotta cut it down too. It's nothing wrong with the face. It's still the James that you see post on Instagram and all.
So literally,
yeah, it's nothing wrong with the face.
it was weird.
Yeah, y'all really do too much. Y'all mean everybody business but y'all own. And they do. Oh yeah, because they're real like fine. You know, just follow us. Yeah, we're really his daughters.
She said, and we real fine. Just follow us. We his daughters, and we confirmed it. They didn't confirm anything. We saw his face before.
So they showed his face. Here's the thing. I don't know who these women are. I do know that James Wright lost his sister. I don't know if these were his sister's kids. I don't know if James Wright has some biological daughters, but I do know that his sister was unalived. And the whole situation was weird. Them being in that type of vehicle, the way that they were talking, they were panning over to James. It was weird. I will say this. Although I believe something happened, everything seems so shrouded in secrecy. And I'm a person who A plus B equals C. It's very easy to do things. I have limitations, even with like a private investigator and attorney. I have limitations to what I can get, but James doesn't. Why they are piecemealing it does add to some of these conspiracy theories. I'm just being very honest with you guys. If I can find out some of these things with just the way that I think and do things, then James could have put this out. James did a lot. Y'all remember this?
No, like all the assumptions and how people feel and what people think they know. I am at the beginning right now. I have to get my teeth fixed. My teeth have to be fixed, and that's what's happening
Mind you, I believe James, but the piecemealing was weird
right now. So don't get online saying what didn't happen, it didn't happen. And no, I'm not going to show my face. My face is beat. If you guys see my face, you can be pissed off. My face is, it's toe up. So right now, I have to get teeth fixed. That someone, I just want y'all to stop thinking that everybody's lying. This happened to me, and everybody keep asking what's the reason. This happened to me for no reason. I was attacked for no reason, and they keep telling me don't get on live, but no, like all the assumptions and how people feel.
No, it's that part. They keep telling me not to get on live. They keep telling me not to get on live. So I think that adds to it. I think that James was the victim in this scenario, but you have LaTroy, a powerful person and friend in his life, telling him he needs to speak out. And I believe he had Tamar and Tamar's other people saying, don't do it. So he's between a rock and a hard place. And now his credibility has been put in question by some people because some people believe him, but his credibility has been put in place. His credibility has been subjected to ridicule is what I was trying to say. That's a problem because I do believe that he was assaulted, but it's Tamar who is being very weird about not wanting people, really putting Chrisean's business out there or whatever, even though we're going to get into her and her very public issue with Tommi. This was weird to me. So you know what I did? Y'all know how I think. I went and I pulled the receipts. So I'm going to show you again. You won't be seeing this anywhere else online. I told you people felt like it was a lie because Chrisean never got locked up or, the police never showed. Nobody ever showed a police report. Well, only technically to get the official police report, that would have to be James, Chrisean, or one of their attorneys. However, I did get confirmation that the police were called and a report exists and the time and everything. So we're going to go over it because it's still kind of weird. Not only were the police were called, but because of the injury, they also called fire and rescue. So right here, 800 West Olympic for 10 minutes and 58 seconds. That is the actual police report. Now, this is where, that's the actual information. Some of it's redacted because they can't give me all of it because, again, I'm not James. Again, James could do this if he wanted to. He's just choosing not to, or they're not letting him. But catch this. This is what they said. Super weird. Police responded to a report of an assault by an unknown suspect, assault with a deadly weapon. And general description of injury, property, or weapons, injuries not stated, but it was with a knife. Now, it was not technically with a knife, but this does link up to what they were saying about blood gushing. So what do you do when somebody gets attacked and you want the police to come faster? You allege maybe there was a weapon. But because of his injuries and the amount of blood gushing, they could have felt like there was a weapon. So let me show you Chrisean's rings. Oh, I think I have it up here already. Let me see. I do. I had it on my phone. Okay, here we go. So we all know Chrisean can fight, right? But this, let me make myself bigger. These are the rings she wears. So it lines up. We now know that the police were called. The police also dispatched fire and rescue, which would be ambulance and fire truck, to the scene because they thought that she had a deadly weapon, i.e., a knife. So all of those people who are like, no police report exists, let me tell you why you can't file a police report and why some of these things are still redacted to me and the attorneys. Whew. This is an ongoing case, an ongoing investigation. That's why only the people involved via a subpoena can get these records. 911 calls won't be released until something has been confirmed here. But for everybody asking why weren't police called, they were called. The tour manager actually said that he was the one that called police. The name was redacted. So again, y'all wanted proof that it actually happened. That is your proof. We have the date, we have the time, we have the location, and we have that they thought that Chrisean Rock had attacked this man with a knife. Name and age of victim, 40. Police responded to a report of assault by an unknown suspect, assault with a deadly weapon. Y'all, there's your proof. If you want further proof, like I keep saying, that's going to have to come from James. As to why he's not doing it, I don't know. Maybe I will reach out. Maybe I'll reach out. But you guys have the call for service, the date, the time, the location, the victim, and the fact that they thought that the victim was assaulted with a deadly weapon. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hold on. It's all a lie, because why was she say not to stay or keep her there so they can file a correct police report if she's allegedly hitting him with the knife? Okay, so here's the deal. They did not just show up, right? Chrisean is not new to the game. She's true to the game. If you remember her on Baddies, she had like a whole warrant and she knew she had a warrant. What do you mean it proves nothing? Anyway, she knew she had a warrant. Why would she stick around? And you can't forcibly hold somebody there, because now you are, what is it? Entrapment? No, there's a term for it. You cannot hold somebody. So she assaulted him. What were they supposed to do? Grab her? No. Somebody said, okay. I can only give you guys the proof that it happened in terms of the police report from the night, the location, and everything. Mims, who was the guy that came out and told us that the police were called? LaTroy came out and the tour manager came out. So anyway, kidnapping. Thank you, Autumn's mom and Lady J. Yeah, so anyway, I thought I would bring this to you and actually show you. And once James chooses to file, or maybe I'll reach out to James and his people, and the case is now, the information won't be redacted and now people from the public can get it, then I will. But for the time being, nobody else is going to give you anything more than this unless it comes directly from James, or I guess Chrisean. But Chrisean would have to acknowledge it, so I doubt she would do it. So it would have to come from James's attorney, who filed an actual subpoena to get those records, because it is still an open case. And California is very specific about not giving out information for cases that are currently open and active. Okay, we got Be Blessed. Let's get those likes up, family. Love y'all. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. If you are not new to the channel, and the free way to support the channel is to hit that like button. Thanks, Be Blessed. Kat said, between a Chrisean Rock and a hard place. LOL. Thank you for the super chat. Y'all, I'm telling you guys. I can only let you guys know what's out there. But let's move on. Let's move on to Tamar. Actually, I think I want to do LaTroy's next thing. I think I want to I think I want to jump to the LaTroy stuff, and then we'll end with Tamar and Tommi. So apparently LaTroy and Tamar, this has put a real wrench in between them. So it says, shout out to the Jasmine brand. Tamar Braxton called out by former friend LaTroy for not paying for footage. If you do not know what she says, she attacks you. This is all from LaTroy. Now, LaTroy won't do interviews per se, but he will feed the blogs. And this just seems just petty enough to be a Tamar and her best friend type situation. If you don't do what Tamar says, she try to attack you. She can pay everyone else to be her friend, but she can't buy. I guess he meant me, but she can't buy me, and that's why she's mad. She sent an email today saying, everyone have a blessed day except Troy, but now you using my footage. Now, y'all. That was giving me New York. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Not you. You can choke. Remember from Flavor of Love? How you gonna send an email to everybody on the team and say, except Troy?
So nasty and so rude.
It goes on. I asked privately, now I'm asking publicly. Sorry, this is from Tamar earlier. I can't wait to see you all, my Tamartian friends. Tickets are on sale right now and are going fast. There are also some meet and greets left. Hit Travis Ware up if you need assistance finding the meet and greet tickets. Grab them while you can. Love and More Part 10, upcoming show. So then LaTroy says, I asked privately, now I'm asking publicly. Please take down the footage I paid the camera crew to shoot and edit. You refused to reimburse me, and I offered. You cannot continue to do whatever you want to people. I own this footage and the edit, and you not to do this privately. I don't know what was going on with him and why he was, tweeting like this, because some of it needs more words. Y'all, she's not paying her bills. You can't just anytime you do an interview, that is somebody's intellectual property where they have paid for that footage. You cannot just not pay the people and then use it. That's a lawsuit waiting to happen, but this is mess on a different level. Tamar is probably telling him, you shouldn't offer.
Wait, if you believe them, you the fool.
Tamar is having... Tamar does not care. She done got her man back. She don't care. We're going to get into that. We got over 1,500 in the chat. Definitely hit that like button, guys. He goes on to say, I've been beat down for over a month straight, publicly and privately, and today has just sent me over. And once again, you're welcome for promoting your tour better than anybody. Somebody said, I'm sorry to hear that, Troy. This might be your last scene in season. I'm out of here. This ain't 24-year-old Troy. I'm a grown-ass man. She's done enough to me in these last 13 years. Y'all notice how she been so quiet about what happened to James. She mouthed of the South any other time. Now, that is true. When you write, you write. Any other time, Tamar is about that life.
Do you want to do this?
Do you?
Any other time, she about that life. Y'all notice how she been so quiet about what happened to James. She mouthed the South any other time. She mad because I said something before her. I jump off the roof, but then Tamar would say I did it to hurt her, and that if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have a roof, and that I should apologize to her for jumping. Now, I don't know that to be true. That's just his vantage point, and he does seem a little bit sassy. But I will say it reminded me of when I was watching Tamar and Braxton Family, and the question came up about being thankful to Tony for how Tony, shaped all of their careers. And she said, she wasn't going to thank Tony Braxton. She was going to thank Jesus. Because Tony Braxton did not make her career. That sounds very similar. He goes on to say, I'm about to lose my mind. I've been trying to be done with this for a month. And just for good measure, F Jeremy Robinson and his bang, which would be Tamar's fiance, ex, gonna be husband, man who kicked her out, man who ate up Tommy's groceries. Child, she been dragging it since I went public about James being assaulted. So he's not playing with her. He didn't let the world know she's not paying her bills. And that's just that. I don't think this is gonna end. I'll reach out to him to see if he wants a if he wants to do an interview. But let's move on to Tamar and Tommi because it then got ugly. It got extremely ugly. So it started around here. Tamar Braxton and Tommi Lee trade shots after Tommi suggests Tamar use Chrisean Rock for a viral moment. Again, Tamar was extremely quiet when it came to James Wright, but when it came to Tommi, she went all in. And she did kind of start. I mean, Tommi started it, but it will be one of those people that you just have to ignore. People have claimed Tommi has a lot of issues, including Tamar. And she says, and before someone takes my phone, if you on the same stuff Jocelyn's allegedly on, and your name starts with a T and you never even sold out a bag of blow pops, stay silent. God bless y'all. Let me and my team heal from this trauma in peace. Not one to back down from a fight. Tommi came back. She was not playing with Tamar to the point where after just the regular back and forth, we see this. Tommi is out at a game with Tamar's ex, Jeremy, with a bang, as LaTroy, so, you know, as LaTroy called him. Shout out to Layla Lynn. But you guys can see Tommi and the man at the game. At a certain point, I'm telling you guys, it was a saga. This was a whole movie. At a certain point, Tamar comes back. Sorry, I had a better picture right there. Tamar comes back. And we now know that Tamar is back with Jeremy. I did a whole video on it. But this is what she had to say on stage.
Y'all thought I was going to let my man go because he took some crackhead to a basketball game. No, man. That was not my man. He don't owe me no loyalty when we broke up. Shit, I could have went out with his homeboy. What's up? It's all fair game when you broke up, bitch. Don't get it fucked up. It's a good man, Savannah.
Good men don't often go to your enemy and join Trick Daddy's booty licking gang. So again, Tamar, you're fighting with somebody who has nothing to lose. Tommi has nothing to lose. I showed you guys where, you know, Tommi, she used to say she doesn't condone bully or harassment, but Tommi allegedly put out the Neighborhood Talks P. Like she put out revenge P on the Neighborhood Talk guy. So I told you guys that. I'm going to keep you guys posted on that because I do think that there might be some legal issues for Tommi involving that. I heard that from a very reliable source. And they told me they would keep me updated when the stuff gets filed. Although y'all know how I do, I could probably find it as soon as it gets filed. Y'all know I don't play when it comes to a lawsuit. Also, if you're in here and you're not subscribed, hit that. Go ahead and subscribe because we are very close to hitting 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 straight shooters strong. And again, I'm very humbled. But let's get into what Tommi did. I don't want to show you guys this video, but I'm definitely going to let you hear it because she kept like kind of exposing her body in the video. Again, shout out to Layla Lynn. I will link her video in the chat, but this is what she had to say as it involves Tommi's man.
Me and you. And he was down. He was down to play op games. I wouldn't take nothing like that. That is your man. He knew it was a situation to fly me out. What a button? He had a nice suit. And from there, he was thirsty. He wanted to fly me out. What's wrong with me going to a game? What is wrong with the situation is that that is your man, as you call it. That is your man. He knew it was a situation with me and you. And he was down. He was down to play op games. I wouldn't take nothing like that serious, my love. That ate my... And I sent him on his way. It wasn't the, I don't know, middle-class house that he lives in Atlanta. It wasn't the Bentleys, because I drive a Rolls Royce, that got me. It wasn't, I don't know, the slick part thing he got going on. It wasn't none of that. It was when he paid for the Waldorf in points. I knew that I could no longer play this game. So it was a one-night thing. He never got no.
So here's the thing. She thought this was a flex. It's not a flex. You let somebody do something very sexual to you for tickets to a basketball game? Is that all it's worth? Is that really all it's worth? And, you know, the Waldorf and points and system, if you are paying for the Waldorf with points, that means that you have accumulated enough points from nice hotels to stay there. But it's the fact, it's the concept of somebody who really thinks that this is a flex. This man could have anything. You let him stick his tongue somewhere that could have permanently damaged your moneymaker. That's not a flex. What's up, 2%? That's not a flex, y'all. But I will say, when we get to Tamar's response, it's gonna be really funny.
JR, you never want to play with me. You don't want me to expose how you were saying that you kicked her out and she went back to her mother's house. You kicked her out and she went back to her mother's house. Not Mrs. Braxton, not Mrs. Singer with the sold out sword at JR.
I believe that he told this to Tommi, though. I don't think JR is a good man, Savannah. Just my opinion.
Also told me was
a good man would not try to publicly embarrass you.
Flex. It was cap. It was she flexing. She don't have no soul. That shit between me and you was exact words. That's when I sold out. He said you was messy. He said you went back to your mother's house. He told me a lot of things that he shouldn't tell a stranger. I just met this man less than a week. Love, if that's your man.
A flex would be if this man flew me out, if this man gave me, tickets to the floor seats, if this man helped me embarrass you, and this man tried to do something with me, and I said, nah, that's the flex. Turning the person down is the flex. He paid to, eat your groceries. That's what you were saying. Like, isn't that a prostitute? Right? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Isn't that a prostitute?
As you say, then you need to check him. You need to really check him and check your situation and really see if you're sleeping with the enemy or not. I am not your problem. I don't know you. I was drunk. I wish I was drunk right now. I wish I was drunk. Because fuck that. I'm about to post your shit, JR. I'm about to post your motherfucking shit. I did it for us.
Okay, so here you go. This is what she posted. Again, shout out to Layla Lynn. I will definitely share Layla's link in the tab. Layla is let me just say this about Layla real quick. Layla Lynn is not only one of my favorite content creators, Layla Lynn is one of the few large content creators who embraces smaller channels, and she does it without asking for anything. Some large people will embrace you if you pay them. Layla Lynn is one of the few people in the YouTube streets who is genuinely a good person who doesn't have to do anything for anybody, but she chooses to. So shout out to Layla. I really like that lady. This is Tommi posting the receipts. So from what I heard, she started the DMs, but I mean, if you're doing get back, let's see. If you're doing the get back, and you didn't really like him.
Oh,
she's been trying to get with me ever since.
Oh,
She's trying to get with me every fucking day since.
Kind of corny ass bitch, please. You know what I'm gonna do to you, boy. Sit on your head.
We did.
Me, I should have just reported. I should have recorded his head in my ass. I should have recorded that. But I try to keep the moment personal. He never fucked me. Tamar, I could say your name. I know I'm not a crackhead. I live too well, baby, and I've never indulged in drugs.
She does like the people to know that she does drive a Rolls Royce and she does all these things, but a lot of that comes from her Fashion Nova deal. I'm sure she's making a lot of money for Fashion Nova. I'm sure Zeus paid her really well to let Natalie Nunn beat her ass at that event and do that one season of the show. And we now know that if you fly her out, you might get to do whatever. So, Tommi's pretty. I'm going to probably pull her records, but KK from Love and Hip Hop said that this isn't what Tommy used to look like. She said that Tommy looked completely different, and Tommy used somebody else's identity to get plastic surgery, and she didn't care if she got caught because they couldn't take back the plastic surgery. So I'm gonna definitely check that out and see if that story is true, because I've never heard of anybody assuming an identity or anything like that just to get plastic surgery. Like, I know they say you can risk your life for a BBL, and some lady just said she got a Christian BBL, but allegedly that's how she started looking like this. That's not what she used to look like. In fact, I think I have a photo. Y'all remember this version of her? Let me put this up bigger. Y'all remember this version of Tommy? It looks very different from what we're seeing on Instagram, but I digress. I digress. She looks great. She's very pretty. She does have a Rolls Royce. She has a really nice place, and I think Florida.
I don't have to keep saying that y'all gonna run with whatever, but we're two Black girls letting this, I'm not even gonna say the race or whatever, play with us. Like, tighten up, my girl. I'm not your issue. That issue. And sleeping with people like that and trusting them, this be the problem. Y'all be sold for the and then want to, yeah, we had an issue. Yes, I'm gonna play with you. But once I seen the severity of the situation,
that is fair. But you did start it. But you know, I don't think this is a flex. I just don't. I'm sorry.
Situation. I was like, damn, this is kind of fucked up action, because I'm at home right now with my man and we laugh together. We don't give a fuck about this internet shit. And he would never talk to you. You could never motherfucking get.
Okay. Somebody said, let me see the photo again. Y'all are messy. Y'all want to see the side by side? There we go. Sorry. It's hard to. We got over 18 in the chat. I don't even think we have like 500 likes. Definitely hit that like button, y'all. This stuff costs. I had to, like, you know, you got it. It costs to get those James Wright receipts and some of these other lawsuit stuff. But yeah, anyway.
Look your way up. Now go kiss him in that book. And another thing, you don't wear motherfucking suits. Like, you look like motherfucking.
Okay, she's cursing too much. And they already been taking my monetization on these videos. So on this, she mentioned that, you know, she had a Rolls Royce. In that live, Tommy mentioned that she had a Rolls Royce and she talked about JR's cars and stuff like that. And I saw this, y'all, and I low-key fell out my chair.
This how girls take pictures in a Rolls truck.
Okay, so Tamar can say she's not bothered. Tamar can do all these things. However, I do think she's bothered by Tommy. I do, because Tamar went live maybe 2 days ago and there wasn't even any sound, and she still stayed live, and people in the live were telling her there's no sound, there's no sound. But look at what she did. Y'all. I told y'all I was gonna bring the receipts.
Do I need to bring the receipt, baby girl? Because I got receipts.
Tommy talks about having a Rolls Royce. Lil Pump says this is how girls take photos in Rolls Royces. Sorry.
This how girls take pictures in a Rolls truck.
Did he lie? Did he lie? Did he lie? People, if you have a Rolls truck or a Rolls Royce or whatever kind of car, just ride in it. We don't need to know. It's not a flex for Tommy to let that man eat, get a little backdoor action. And it's not a flex to show us you have a Rolls Royce. I think she also has like a Bentley you know, you have money, Tamar. It's not required. Come get this commentary. I told you I was gonna let the people know about your Instagram and your funny clips. Thank you for joining the membership. Rochelle White, thank you so much. That's a really generous. Good morning, Mims. Tommy looks like that lady from Flavor of Love. Love you. Keep up the good work. Oh, which one? Hoops? Which, you tell me. You don't have to do another super chat. This was very generous. Thank you, Rochelle. I'm gonna leave this up. You can put it in the thing and I'll highlight your comment. Y'all, I told you guys you weren't gonna see those receipts anywhere else. I'm sure the people are gonna be mad at me, but that's what really happened. There is a police report. There really is a situation where James will have to actually get the 911 call and the police report, because that comes from a subpoena from one of the victims or the accused. It is an open investigation. That's why I can't get much more information. So Chrisean, it's going to be her burden of proof. Like, if James has pictures and video evidence and all of these witnesses, it's just going to take him taking the step to file the charges. Now, I was told from somebody in his camp that charges will be filed. He has time to do it. He doesn't have to rush. He might be waiting till things die down, but y'all wanted the receipts, and I gave y'all the receipts.
Receipts? Do I need to bring the receipts, baby girl? Because I got receipts.
And the receipts that I have on the Diddy and the freak off stuff, I know there's been a lot of freak off stuff going on with Diddy. Shout out to Tisa. This is a whole nother situation. So I'm just waiting for the attorney to come back and we kind of review the stuff that I have, and I'll let you guys know. But again, that's going to be an exclusive. Nobody else has that. I wish I could do it for you guys this morning, but the attorney needs to hit me back up for that. And I will be doing an attorney panel with Dimitri, that hotshot attorney who I did that panel with last week or the week before, and Simone from Girl Is That Legal. Both of those attorneys are on fire. They do different type of law, and so it's going to be a debate. Hopefully we can do that Monday or Tuesday of next week. They have both signed on. We are working, but I am super interested in getting your thoughts on that Diddy story. Y'all have a good day. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. I still don't even think we had that many likes for the amount of work that came into this one, but that's okay. I'm going to work to let you guys know that, or prove that I deserve a like. It's a free way to support the channel. Have a great day. If the attorney comes back, maybe I'll bring that story to you about Diddy tonight. If not, it'll definitely be tomorrow, but it's a doozy. It's a doozy. Yes, and somebody did say she got a Christian BBL. Let me see if I can find that real quick, and I'll show you guys before we go. Oh, and the Diddy story that I did, just FYI, the Diddy story that I did, let's see. Yes, this lady right here says she got a Christian BBL. Earlier this week, the topic hit social media, namely X, after Christian YouTuber influencer Sophiology, born Sophia, shared a 39-minute video where she detailed the procedure. She explained that she went to a Houston cosmetic surgeon for liposuction and a fat transfer to her hips, and her recovery takes 6 months overall. Linking the procedure to her Christian faith, Heidi hosts a clapback against those who are judgmental of her decision to have surgery and projecting their beliefs. I have never presented myself to be a wholly perfect example. I've always vouched for girls that love God and are not accepted by others. Y'all, she was trying to go viral. There, a Christian BBL. I don't know how she spun that, but yes. Sorry. Let me show you what she looks like. My bad. I thought it was showing. This is her. And this is her vlog on why she got a Christian BBL. She's an influencer, so this is how she makes her money. Don't put too much weight onto it, guys. Y'all have a good one.